Hey guys, Miss Sophisticated here, coming to you with a Milkyway versus Harlem125 Yaki weave. If you've seen my previous videos, my first sew-in here was a Milkyway, the Q by Milkyway Yaki weave. It was 10 inches. The color was black. It was just a 1. And then about 2 or 3 weeks later, I got the Harlem125 Yaki weave, 10 inches. The color was 1B. If you see my review on the Q by Milkyway, that was when I just washed the ones, and you would have heard, I love the hair, and I told you that it didn't start shedding until after the wash, after I had it in for like a long time. The Harlem125 here was just shedding straight out the pack. So this video right now is basically War of the Weaves. I'm going to let you know the difference and the similarities between the Harlem125 and the Q by Milkyway here. There is not much similarities. They are like two totally different hair, even though it's Yaki. Their texture is different and everything. So this is the Q by Milkyway in a color 1B, 10 inches. Now, those pictures was, after I washed it, I washed them back to back. I washed the Harlem125 here first, and I washed the Yaki second. I put it on a rack to dry. By Milkyway here, it didn't really, when I was washing it, I just folded it like this, and I took a scrunchie like this, and I just put it at the top just to hold it, and I washed. Milkyway didn't really want to take to the shampoo. I used baby shampoo because it's really delicate on here. If I use a baby shampoo and I use I don't remember what conditioner I used, but I used some conditioner on the hair. And the Milkyway didn't really want to take to the shampoo. I don't know why. It took a while for it to the shampoo to really lather into the hair and everything like that. But it dried pretty quickly when I put it on the rack. I left it there for about 10 minutes before I brought it in my room to put on a hanger. And it dried pretty quickly. I didn't have to wait the whole day. As for the Harlem125, it did take to the shampoo, but the dye ran out, and that was black for some reason. I don't know. The weft, I'm gonna see if this shows on camera, but it's like a golden brownish color, and then the hair is like a black. And I did complain about this hair before in the video when I reviewed it. The hair got issues. I've never seen hair like this in my life, ever. I first bought the hair, and I was feeling through it, and I was like, oh, this hair is so nice. And when you first go to the store and you run your fingers through the pack, and you're like, this is nice hair, and then you really don't know what the hair is really like until you come home and you take it out the pack and you unravel it. And then for me, I was just like, what is this? But I let it slide because I was like, I'm going to still try this hair out. When I opened it, this was the back of the hair. And when you spritz hair and the hair sticks together and the hair gets hard, that's what, this hair is still shedding. The hair had brown strands, about a 2 strand this thick, just clumped together, and then the rest of the hair is just black. And the strand is so shiny, and it has this luster to it that it's not even natural. And then once you comb it out, the hair just starts to shed. And that's what happened when I first bought the hair. Before I even put it in, I was combing out the hair to get the stiff part to separate, and the hair just started shedding. So I don't know, but I put the hair in, and I was like, this hair ain't too bad. It's okay, something I could deal with. But then the shedding was just horrible, like horrible, horrible, horrible. I've never had something like that in my life. I showed you guys in the video when I was flat ironing the hair how the hair was just shedding, and that's just one video because I have another one on my phone that I didn't even upload when I was just running my fingers through the hair, and that was before I washed it. And I went around the wefts. I didn't go through the wefts at all. Even when I started, I did not go through the wefts. So to me, Harlem125 has issues. I did not have that problem with the Q by Milkyway here. So I don't know, and I definitely emailed the company twice to let them know what was going on with the hair, because I mean the hair was cheap, but I mean if you're paying for hair, you're paying for hair, and I don't think any package hair should come like that. So I washed the hair, and that hair took forever to dry. I had to blow dry because I needed to do my hair like ASAP, and the hair was taking forever. So I did blow dry, and the picture is actually after it was blow dried, and like this wavy texture, and it was extra shiny, and I don't know, it had too much going on. So I took both the hair, both the types of hair, and I put them together because I just wanted to see how they are together. And I put the Milky Way, the Q by Milky Way in the back, and then towards the top I put the Milky Way, like, held its own. It was good. The Harlem125, they had a sweep right here, like going like that, and it wouldn't curl. Like the hair, I know the hair originally didn't curl, doesn't hold a curl. You flip it and it's beautiful. You wait like 5 minutes and it just drops. And I knew that. And I was talking to my friend about it, and she said use spritz, and I was like, spritz and weave, like don't that just make it hard? And I tried it actually. I flat ironed it, spritzed it, went outside. The bus stop is across the street from my house. By the time I reached the bus stop, the flip was gone. I was like, oh no. Then my friend was here, and she was doing her hair, and I was doing mine. I was just like styling mine, and I flipped it. And while the flat iron was in my hair, she spritzed it, and it didn't stay. The hair just constantly dropped. So Harlem125 don't really do nothing. Like, it doesn't hold a curl for nothing. I'll show you a picture after I flipped it and I went to my friend's party across the street, and my hair looked like it never was done. So for me, Harlem125 is a no-go. I would never buy that company ever again. Q by Milkyway, I still love it. Up to this day, I still love it. It's in my head now. I love it. But yeah, the difference between them, Milky Way has more of a, before it washes, it has more of a natural texture, like a perm kind of texture. Even after you wash it, it's the same way. I even blowed it out just to see how it looks, and it looks just how I look at the picture. And then Harlem125, I was combing it and blowing it out, combing it and blowing it out, and it's like, it just has like this wavy pattern to it, and the color was like off for like a 1B. It had like strands of brown, but the hair is black, and I washed it, the dye is coming out, and then the shedding was ridiculous. I mean, I was eating yogurt on the bus, and my hair is like shedding in the yogurt, and it's like, my hair was like all over the place. Like, I would go in the bathroom, take a shower, I come out the shower with his hair on the floor. I never combed my hair. So Harlem125 to me is a no-go. Buy it at your own risk, I guess, but for me, that the reason why I took out my middle part, because it could have went, oh no, the itching was horrible, but I started like touching the back, like right about here, and the hair was like shedding so bad, the wefts was getting empty. So I was just like, yeah, my hair right here was getting like so thin, and tracks was close together, and I purposely did that to give it more full look at the top, and it was feeling empty, and I just had to take it out because I'm like, I'm not gonna walk the street with my back looking full and the top looking empty. So and this for me, this is a piece of the Harlem125 here. It kind of looked like that from the oil sheen, but yeah, it the Milky Way here. It's not MAGA, but this is the Milky Way here. It look kind of nappy. Here's my comb. But Harlem125 here though, I do give it to them because the hair is soft and it is easy to comb. It tangles. You gotta like be on top of the hair and like constantly comb it. This is the Milky Way here, and it doesn't have as much shedding as the Harlem125 here. This is the Harlem125 here. This is just like one swipe, and there's like hair all in the comb. I have thread in here too, but So for this battle, the Milky Way, the Cuba Milky Way versus the Harlem125, who won overall? Cuba Milky Way, because it is still in my hair. I bought another pack, 10 inches. I bought one, color 1 and a 1B. And this is it, and it is fabulous. I had no shedding. I had a little problem with it because something happened with one of the tracks that came in the pack. I'm about to either go to my beauty supply store or email the company, let them know, take a picture, all that. But other than that, this is 2 packs right here. It don't give me no problem. My bangs stay all day. It blows in the wind, and I love it. I love it. I love my hair. So Cuba Milky Way won this. Harlem125 is garbage, literally. Throw it down the chute, throw it in the dumpster, the incinerator, put it on the corner, just do something with it, because that was a no go for me. Will I ever try a Harlem125 Yaki weave again? Not a 1, not a 1B, not an 8-inch if they have it. Nah, I'm good, I'm straight, I don't need that. So this is the end of the video. I'm going to leave pictures of both the hair when I had both of them in together, when I had both of them in separate, and see if you can tell the difference for yourself. I'll put the picture of them individually. To leave your comments below, look at the info box for information. If you had this Harlem125 Yaki here and you have a video, you can leave your video response. Anything like that is cool. But this here for me, just never again. Thanks for watching this video.